This is the Air Jordan 4. In particular, it's the white cement Air Jordan 4. And unless you were under a rock this week, you've probably seen it more than you thought you ever would. A big part of that is because it has Nike here on the back. But to be honest, there's a lot more to this shoe. The Air Jordan 4 was first introduced in 1989. It was designed by a young designer named Tinker Hatfield. Like the Air Jordan 3 that came before it, the design resonated with those that love sneakers and those that love the man himself, Michael Jordan. Like the Jordan 3, the Jordan 4 kept the Jumpman logo on the tongue, but this time Nike added the word flight. As many of you know, there was an entire category of sneakers that took on the flight name, and it just carried on the legacy of the Jordan 4. The Jordan 4 also brought back the Visible Air unit, which first appeared on the Jordan 3. As a fun fact, the last time the Visible Air unit showed up on the Jordan signature line was on the Air Jordan 6. Having learned a few things from the design of the Air Jordan 3, Tinker added mesh below the plastic netting to keep the shoe breathable. He also added plastic to the eye stays, a feature that will become one of the defining looks of the shoe. If you look at the heel of the shoe, you'll see that Tinker flipped the plastic eye stays for the heel pull so that they would have some texture to grab onto when you were sliding your foot into the shoe. While wearing the Jordan 4, Jordan was really coming into his own. He was voted to the NBA All-Star game, he won the league scoring title, was voted to the first team All-NBA, and voted to the NBA All-Defensive Team. In addition to the Air Jordan 4 on court, the Jordan 4 was a part of the Mars Blackman campaign with Nike that included Spike Lee playing the role. In addition, Spike Lee included the Jordan 4 in the movie Do the Right Thing, cementing the shoe in pop culture history forever. Since its launch, the Jordan 4 has been re-released or retroed several times, but this year's release is a bit different because of the Nike Air logo on the heel. For some people, it's just a small part of the puzzle, but for others, it takes them to the original look of the shoe when it launched back in 1989. For me, it adds a nice touch and restores the shoe to its original look, and I'm glad that Jordan has taken the stance to only include the Nike on the original colorways. As the older generation would say, we're keeping it honest. A return of Tinker, the return of the Jumpman, and an early look at a man that will become one of the greatest to ever play the game of basketball. That all happened with this shoe, the Air Jordan 4. I am Jacques Slayton. As always, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
I have two legendary designers here beside me, Tinker and Mark Smith. These guys are amazing. Tinker, both Mark and Tinker have had years and years in the Jordan line. So
it's pretty official. So it's raining, so I'm gonna cut the camera off before it gets ruined, and I'll see you guys inside.
Yeah, I'll tag y'all.